Hey friends, I'm Sampada Kulkarni. Welcomes you in my channel Technox. In today's session, I'm continuing with the concept of strings in C programming. Before moving to the content, I would like to request you to subscribe my channel Technox and keep the bell ringing. In previous session, in previous video lecture, we have already seen the introduction to strings. And now in this video session, we are going to start with the standard library functions which are associated with the strings. So basically, the C language comes bundled with the string.h which contains some useful string handling functions. Some of them are mentioned over here. The first one is strlen. It returns the length of the string which we have provided in the strlen function. Then strcpy is the another function. CPY stands for copy. strcpy helps you to copy the content of string 2 to string 1. That is, whatever will be the second parameter from that content will be copied into the string 1. The next function is strcmp. CMP stands for comparison, in which the two strings we have to pass as a parameter, string 1 and string 2, where it compares both the strings. If both the strings are same or they are equal, it returns 0. And in case of unequal strings, what it returns, that we will see in continuation. Next function is strcat. strcat stands for string concatenation. Again, for the concatenation, we'll require two strings. So both the strings we're supposed to pass to the function, where it concatenates first string with the second string, and result is stored in the first string. So S1 will be holding the final result. Then strlwr is the function which converts the string into lowercase. The string which we want to convert into the lowercase, that we have to pass as a parameter to the function. And just opposite, strupr is the function where the string will be converted into uppercase, and the string which we want to convert into uppercase, that we supposed to pass to the function. Now let's see all these functions one by one with their explanation, the program and the expected output. So the first is strlen, where we supposed to pass a single string of which we want to calculate the length of the string. This is a simple C program where this is the str, which is character array, in which we are providing a string of which we are going to calculate the length of the string. And here you can see that strlen function is used, where str is a parameter is passed. This function will calculate the length of string and will be returned and will be collected in a variable len, whose data type is integer. With the help of printf statement, we are printing the length of the string. So what will be its output? Its output will be length of the string, which is nothing but 11. And then next, the another function is nothing but the strcpy. Cpy stands for copy. So it copies the contents of string 2 to string 1. So string 2 to string 1, the content will be copied. This thing you have to keep in mind for forever. We are copying the content of second parameter into the first parameter. Whatever the content in the first parameter, they will be overwritten by the second strings. This is the program where we have included the string.h, and this is the source string where we want to copy into the destination. Its length is mentioned over here. strcpy is not returning anything. Its return type is null. But what it does, it copies the second string content into the first one. The second string content are nothing but hello will be copied into the destination string. And if we are trying to display the source string, it will display the hello, as well as the copied string. We are displaying the content of destination string. It will be also hello. So this will be the output for strcpy function. Let's move forward. For the next one is nothing but the strcmp, where it compares the first string with the second string. Let's see how it works. So this is a C program where the two strings we have mentioned, str1 is holding the value or holding the character, set of character is nothing but apple. String 2 is holding also same string set of character is nothing but apple. Here we are using the strcmp function and both the strings we are comparing, and its result will be collected into a result variable. Here you have to keep in mind that strcmp is returning some integer value, hence that we are going to collect into integer. As I have explained previously, if the result is 0, it indicates that both strings are equal. And if the strings are unequal, then it returns something other than 0. So here you have to keep in mind that if result is greater than 0, it means that strings are not equal and string 1 is greater than string 2. Otherwise, strings are not equal and string 2 is greater than string 1. Means if the result is less than 0, this else part will be executed where string 2 will be greater than string 1. Let's see again in detail. If strings are equal, it returns 0. If first string is greater than the second, it returns the positive value. And if the first string is lower than or smaller than the second, it returns the negative value. Let's have a look on an example. Very first thing, in this case, in this situation, strings are equal because it will return the result as 0 as both strings are same. But if we'll take the first string as input apple and the second string as input custard apple, then here you can see that obviously both strings are unequal and strings 2 will be is greater than the string 1. And if the another example, in this case what will happen, both are having the same meaning, that is apple apple, but it will show that the strings are not equal and string 2 is greater than string 1. Why? Because the second string is starting with the small a, the first string is starting with the capital A. This will be calculated on the basis of ASCII value, as well as it is also called as the lexicographically calculation, or it compares the two strings lexicographically. What does it mean? It means that it compares the ASCII value of the characters which are present in both the strings. So if first string is greater than the second, it returns positive value. It means that first non-matching character in first string has a greater ASCII value than the corresponding character in a second string. If this is the situation, then it indicates that the first string is greater than the second one and it returns the positive value. And in case of the another case, if first string is lower than the second, it returns a negative value. Why? Because whenever the first non-matching character in the first string is less ASCII value than that of the corresponding character in the second string, it returns the negative value. For your reference, I have provided the ASCII table here. What was the case? See, you can see over here, the third case was both the strings was apple, but the first string was capital A P P L E and the second string was small a P P L E, right? Here the first character itself is non-matching, so that's why 41 and 61. 41 minus 61, it returns some negative value, hence the second string is greater than the first one as they are unequal, and you can see that the small a P P L E is greater than that of the capital A P P L E. In this way, it compares the both the strings lexicographically. Now let's move forward for the next function. Is nothing but the function which is used for the concatenation. Concatenation means both the strings that we are concatenating, combining with each other. Here again this function is not returning anything, but it concatenates the first string with the second, but the result will be stored in the str1. Here you can see the program. The first string is holding the characters hello, second string is holding the characters world. The first string and the second string, if we are displaying both of them, it will display hello and world. Then After concatenation, the str1 will be holding the hello world, and the str2 will be holding only the word that will be as it is, because there will not be any change in str2 or string 2. And then concatenated string, if we want to display, the str1 will be holding hello world, and if we want to just display the string 2, is nothing but world only. Here you can see the output whatever I have just explained. String 1 is hello, string 2 is world. After concatenation, the concatenated string which we have displayed, here you can see string 1 we have displayed, because the result will be stored into the string 1. It is nothing but hello world, and string 2 is only world. There will not be any change in the string 2. Now the next function is nothing but converting the string into lowercase. For this, very simple, the string we have assigned some value, some character, set of characters, and if we are calling this strlwr function, and for which we are passing a string set of character is nothing but a string, it will display all the content into the lowercase. Previously, we have displayed the original string, and then we have displayed the lowercase string. Here you can see hello world, and here all the characters H and W were into the capital. They are converted into the lowercase. And just opposite to this, the next function is converting the string into the uppercase. Just opposite to this, here you can check the input is hello world, but the output is all characters they are appearing into the uppercase. There is no any change into the special characters. For example, the exclamatory mark is here, there is no any change. It will only change, convert the lowercase character into the uppercase. So in this way, some of the library functions for the string we have studied. If you require any of the function in detail, please let me know in the comment, and I'll provide you the details of that string function as well. Thank you friends for listening and watching this video. If you like the content and the video, please like the video, subscribe my channel Tech Talks, and do not forget to share it with your friends. Thank you. Happy learning, happy data structuring.